Okay, I got these seeds here at either Walmart or Menards. I don't, but the brand of them is Burpee, which is, they've always been good. And this, I got a whole bunch of these seeds for like, I don't know, maybe 5,000 seeds or something for, I don't know, $30 or $50 on Amazon. And here is the row right here where those were planted. Now, obviously, it's not the best conditions because this was wood chips, and I put a bunch of potting soil on top. So it was wood chips, so I put a bunch of potting soil on top. And now here is the Burpee seeds. And it's the same amount of time from Walmart. So my question, or my feeling, is I would rather pay $2 a package for seeds like this as opposed to 50 cents for a package of seeds like this. And over again in the garden, these special packages of seeds from Amazon have come out like this. And here is another package I got from Walmart. And it's got a nice tomato plant here. I think as it is, there's a whole bunch of them come up. That's just the biggest one. But I think it looks like I planted these beets way too close. But see, now, here's another thing. Here is, right next to this here, same brand, the Valley Green, I got it on Amazon. None of them are coming up. And here's a package of Burpee seeds from Walmart. It says $2.50 a package. And you can see I put them way too close. But look, they're all coming up. This is June 17th, and it's very hot. We've had some really hot weather. Look at this over and over again. The only row that come up was the Burpee seeds. Okay, here's a few of them that did come up. Marigolds. Okay, so at least some of the seeds came up. But I've had same results everywhere. Here's some cosmos that volunteered from last year when they were growing here. Yeah, that's what happens when you put down, I use wood chips for mulch. Look how easy those clumps of grass are coming up. These are morning glory seeds. I definitely don't want those. I've got here a mixture of strawberries and asparagus. I need to put some wires or something to hold the asparagus up because it keeps trying to fall over. This is a blueberry plant, but I only got one. I actually had a blueberry this year. And my hollyhocks are blooming. I like to get, instead of buying just mixed colors, I should buy the deep red ones. Looks like they've got a lot of blooms coming on though, but they'll probably be all the same color, kind of a peachish color. These are tiger lilies that I planted back here. Actually, I transplanted them from out front. Look at these roses, they're about done right there. And these are tree lilies. Very good smell. Look at that. I'm leaning against this red post here because they fall over like this right here. They do have a bad habit of falling over. There. I don't like staking up my plants. I like to have a more naturalistic garden that's not staked up. Look at this, how big these blooms are. This is a poppy I transplanted from out front. It was actually too hot to be moving them, so I'm surprised that it worked. This is a columbine that reseeded itself. I started them here from seed, and this one here reseeded itself, and it's bloomed already. You can see it had all these blooms on it. Here's another one that volunteered here also. So I'm going to leave those there until they get bigger. Then maybe move them out front next year. I put this, I moved this poppy out here because I was moving something up front, so it had to go. And rather than just kill it, I just stuck it back here. Looks like the clematis is all done. Oh, except for those up there. Oh, we got more raspberries. Now look at this. Oh, it's a, I didn't plant that one. It's a, okay. This is Ferry-Morse. I got these at Menards, I think. And this is less than a, I know I just planted these last week. That's a volunteer morning glory right there. But I just planted these last week, and look at that. Well, they're coming right up. I planted these 2 packages of wildflowers, and they're Ferry-Morse, and I got them at Menards. And all I did to plant these was just rake the soil, because I've been dumping, last year this was all bushes and things. You can see them, how they're coming up all over the place in here, because I did plant them pretty thick. But this is a morning glory volunteer. There's another one. By the end of the summer, they'll probably have this here all covered. But last year it was covered with bushes. I took the bushes down, dug them up, and then I just been covering it with wood chips. So I just raked the top cover of wood chips off and planted these here. These are coming up too. Same thing, Ferry-Morse wildflower mix. So check back every week and we'll see how these are doing. We just had some rain this weekend, but it's pretty dry. I might water today or tomorrow. Yeah, see how dry that is? And we just had rain this weekend too. Well, look at these lilies blooming. I'm surprised they do so well here in the shade. And these are daylilies. Now here is some seeds I planted, morning glories and sweet peas, and I didn't put bone meal in here, and somebody's been in here digging all over the place because the soil was even with the top of this. So I put the pine cones in there. That is nothing I planted. This was moonflowers, and these are sweet peas that didn't get dug up. So I don't know. I got some bare root plants on Rex or something. The plants are fine. I just planted them in here. But I think in the future, I'm going to plant my bare root plants in a potting soil in a pot for the first year. Here's one here. I forget all the places I planted them. There's only a couple coming up over here. Probably one right there. This one was here last year. Looks like it's blooming or something. Those are coral bells there, and this is coral bells here, and it's been here for years and years, and it's blooming. And this has divided itself into several plants. See, there's one down there, one down there. Sweet William's almost done. The loosestrife. When the loosestrife gets done, it turns kind of brown, and so I just cut it down. This doesn't look so good then, but it's still blooming now. And these are yellow daylilies. So they'll be blooming here pretty soon. And I just love this hardy geranium, the way it's spread all over the place in here. See, it goes clear over to there and all over the place in here. All from this one plant. And here's some more seeds I put in here. They seem like they did a lot better in the flower pot than in the garden. None of these have come up yet. This is another one. This is a hardy geranium from Brex that I planted. I don't see any of these. Oh, here's something right here. Here's more here and here. I wonder how dry this soil is. Well, it feels wet underneath, so it must not be too dry. Now, I've had a hardy geranium over here for years, and so it's just growing all over the place. Well, look at all these seeds. Here's more seeds I planted. Looks like I need to fill up the bird bath. Here's some coral bells over here I bought in a pot and planted there. And there's some columbine. This is from the columbine that I started from seed out back and then moved it up here. And here's some coral bells I put over here. I planted this a few years back, but I don't know what it is. But it looks like it's getting ready to bloom. It's growing all over the place in here. Maybe it's some kind of a daisy. I don't know what that is either. This is a hibiscus. This is a lupine. It's all done blooming. What this is. It looks like it's been growing in there for a long time. And these are all daylilies right here. These are hardy lilies or oriental lilies. And these are phlox. They're just getting ready to bloom. This and this are penstemon, and they're all done blooming. This is camp mint in here. This is all done. It is red hot poker, all done blooming. So these are hardy lilies right here. This is more of the loose strife. Here is this hardy geranium that's just growing all over the place in here. Here's more hibiscus. And the poppies are about done. This is some moss roses that I planted here. They love this hot sun. And this is sedum. It's a yellow, it's blooming with a yellow. These are primroses, but I think they're done blooming too. And here's some more seeds I planted, but they haven't come up yet. I don't know what this is. Some hardy lilies that need to have the blooms here cut off. Here's roses and sedum. And this is moss roses. There's a moss rose. Here's some henna chicks right there. And this is just some miscellaneous sedum I've planted in here over the years. And some moss rose I planted this year. This is salvia, and I think next year, so this stuff doesn't hang out over the sidewalk, I'm going to take it and plant it over there with the blue strife, so the blue and yellow be better. And I'll trim back the, this is honeysuckle. It didn't bloom much this year, but this creeping phlox, I'm probably going to dig it up and plant it over there. I'm dumping wood chips down here every week, and hopefully when that kills off all the grass, I can just push them aside a little bit and put these phlox in there. They root pretty good, so I'll probably cut them off and put them in the ground to root. I think this is blue spruce sedum. Okay, well, it's hot out here. It's over 90 today, so I think I'll go inside. I don't know whether I'm going to water either this afternoon or tomorrow, but I will talk to you next time. And that's how my garden is doing this very, very hot day in June 17th, I believe. So I'll talk to you later on. And my hollyhocks are blooming. I like to get, instead of buying just mixed colors, I should buy the deep red ones. Looks like they've got a lot of blooms coming on though, but they'll probably be all the same color. Kind of a peachish color. Look at these roses, they're about done right there. And these are tree lilies. Very good smell. Look at that. I'm leaning against this red post here because they fall over like this right here. They do have a bad habit of falling over. There. Look at this, how big these blooms are. Oh, except for those up there. Look at these lilies blooming. I'm surprised they do so well here in the shade. And these are daylilies. Sweet William's almost done. The loose strife. When the loose strife gets done, it turns kind of brown, so I just cut it down. And I just love this hardy geranium, the way it's spread all over the place in here. See, it goes clear over to there and all over the place in here. All from this one plant. I've had a hardy geranium over here for years, and so it's just growing all over the place. And these are all daylilies right here. are hardy lilies or oriental lilies. So these are hardy lilies right here. This is more of the loose strife. Here is this hardy geranium that's just growing all over the place in here. And this is moss roses. And this is just some miscellaneous sedum I've planted in here over the years. And some moss rose I planted this year.